How's it going, everyone? It's Tekken here bringing you another Tekken 8 video, and today we're going to be talking about a very important topic: throw breaking. That's right, if you want to stop your opponents from oppressing you, then this is going to be the video that you want to watch. This is going to be all about how to set up a short training regimen that you can do to practice your throw breaks before you hop online into some matches, so you can be better prepared for what your opponents may throw at you. So let's get ahead and start talking about how to set up this training regimen and how to practice throw breaking. So once you boot up Tekken 8, you're going to want to pick your character of choice, and probably Dragunov as far as the character to actually practice against, is because he has a couple of throws here that we're going to be talking about. Now, talking about the basics of throws inside of this game, there are basically three main types of throws that you're going to be dealing with. There's going to be a one break throw, which is going to be like this. This is going to be starting with the left arm. So basically how you tell throws is by the direction of the arm that comes out first. So you see her left arm is extending first. That means this is going to be a one break. So one break is going to be this throw. Now when the right arm is leading like this is going to be a two break. And of course, when both hands are happening at the same time like this is going to be a 1+2 break. So these are the three main throws you're going to be dealing with when it comes to Tekken 8. Now, of course, there are some unbreakable throws and stuff, and of course with those you just simply have to get out of the way, but we're talking about the ones you can tech, and these are the ones. Now, there is something very important that you want to know when it actually comes to throws. So as you see here, I set up a recording where Dragunov is actually doing a one break throw, because once again he is leading with his left hand, as you see. So the left hand is leading here. This is a one break. However, what you need to know is with the generic throws of the game, which are going to be your 1+2 or 1+3 and your 2+4, these can be broken with any button. So even though it's a one break, as you see, I can break with the one. As you see with my inputs, I can also break it with the two, as you see right there. So generic throws can actually be broken with any of the two buttons, so the one or the two. As you see, I'm rotating which one I'm pressing. I'm pressing the one, pressing the two. It does not matter. So you can break generic throws just like this. So if we look at Dragunov move list here and we go to the throw section, you see the first one being the generic one throw break, and then this one being the actual generic two throw break, and it tells you how you can escape these, as you see. So you can escape with the one or two. These are generic throws. Everyone has these. Now when you come to the other throws like this one right here, you have to do the 1+2 for the generic up forward throw break that we're saying with both hands. So you still have to do the 1+2 for that one. So there is no pressing any of the combinations. You do have to do that. Now when it comes to command throw breaks like these are the reason why you want to practice knowing the 1 and 2. So you see this forward one right here, which is one we're going to be using, this forward 1+4 here, and then this forward 2 3 here. We're going to be using both of these. So this one takes a one break and this one takes a two break. Reasons like this because the characters do have these command throws, and these cannot be broken with the 1 and 2 just one. So if you're wondering why, like, hey, why do I need a lone throw breaks when I could just, you know, escape most of my throws with just a single button, either one, this is the reason why. So I'm going to show you how to actually set this up so you can practice against actual command throws, because these are going to be the ones that are really going to trip you up once people realize what you're trying to do. So if you watch my how to training room guide, then you will know all too familiar what I'm talking about here. When we go to practice settings, we go to training mode and we switch it from offense to defense, because now we're practicing defensive stuff, and this is where you can set the CPU actions. So here we're going to set up a set of actions here. We're going to set up a one break, a two break, and a 1+2 break here. And we're going to do this by simply going to action 1, and we're going to hit the record function right here. It's going to ask you how to record or tell you how to record, and you simply click the buttons to actually do the recording. Now what I like to do with this is I like to do a down forward one first, just to have something there so they all start in the same way, so you know exactly when it's coming, and then you can look for the throw. So I'm going to do a down forward one, and then I'm going to set up for the one throw break like this, and I'm going to do the same for the other. So down forward one for the two, just like this, down forward one for the 1+2 as well. So we're going to be doing all of those in sequence. So once you set all three of the interactions up, they will look like this, and you'll have them all at action frequency 1. Just mean they'll all happen within the same amount of time when it comes to shuffling, because what is going to happen when you have multiple recordings, it's actually going to choose one at random, so it truly is you reacting to it and not just having one there. Now if you just want to practice one at a time, you can set one up. You can set them all up if you want to, and then put the action frequency to 0 on the other ones, and then put the other ones on when you're ready to actually implement one. So maybe you want to just work on the 1 and 2 first. So you put the 1 and 2 on like this. This is my one break, this is my 2 break, and the third one is my 1+2 break. So I can set these 2 on and then practice the 1 and 2, and then add on the 1+2 at the end. If you really want to just focus on a couple at a time, maybe it's too jarring to do all 3, just focus on it like that. So we're gonna have all 3 on for me right here, and then you want to set your action interval to short here. So short will actually just make it to where it goes through all of them at a fast pace. So this is going to make sure that it goes through all of the actions that we actually have here. So this is showcase what this look like once we get outside of the main menu. So once we get back here, you'll see that it says the play button with the touchpad and the circle button, which I'm going to press here, and he's just going to go through it. So he does the down forward 1 into a throw there, and then he will go into the next one. So as you see, so he's basically just going through the different ones. As you see, I just want to show you guys how the recording looks. As you see, he's just doing different ones. You can see the different hands. So it is random. So he went with the left hand that time. He went with the right hand that time. So you do see it is random what's happening here. And this is going to make it to where you can practice against your throws. So we blocked something, and then that was the 1+2 break. So I didn't break it. And yeah, you pretty much do this. Now, one thing you do need to know is that this is something you're going to want to practice on both sides. So you see him doing it here where I can press play again to make him do it again if I want to. But the reason why you want to do it on both sides is because the hand switches, right? So you notice I'm on this side right now. So the left hand is on this side, right? So this is the 1 break. This is the 2 break. So 2 break is in the background, and the 1 break is in the foreground. However, if I switch sides like this, all of a sudden the 1 break is in the background and the 2 break is in the foreground. So to get more of a visual telling of what's happening on the screen whenever the opponent, or whenever the opponent side switches you, or whenever side switches happen and you want to be able to tech throws, you need to practice on both sides for something like this so you don't get confused about what's happening. You need to know how the hand placement changes based on the position you are on the screen. So this is how you set this up, and this is how you will be able to practice it on both sides. So see if you can do this successfully a couple of times. Like try to do like 5 in a row on this side, and then once you get 5 in a row, try to move to the other side, and then eventually try to do like 10 and stuff like that. So keep trying to work your way up and just keep practicing. This is probably a training regimen you want to do at least, I want to say, about like 15 to 30 minutes at a time if you can. Just set some time to do this. It's not hard to set up in the training room. Once again, it's just down forward plus the actual inputs that I showcase. Once again, if you need to see the inputs again and you don't know how to actually look at them, you go to the practice settings, you go to the defense, you go to any of these actions here. Once you're in the defensive training room, you switch from offense to defense. You go to one of these and you go to select move list. You click the right side. You actually can scroll down faster than just going down like this. You can switch tabs like this, and you want to go down to, once again, the throw section. These are the generic throws. We're not using these. We are using this one right here, the reverse Victor Crush and the Victor Crush and the Blizzard Rush. These are the 3 throws you want to set up for Dragunov in order to make it to where you truly have to use the 1, 2, and the 1+2 in order to escape them. And that pretty much sums up what you need to do in order to practice throws inside of Tekken 8. Once again, this is something you definitely need to practice every day to get used to. It is not going to come right off the bat, but you do want to try to do this and make sure that you do it slow. It's okay to be slow at first, even if you don't get it right. So I can just practice it myself. Like, even if you don't get it right, just make sure you know which hand is which. So try to get used to the hand placements. Even if you need to like just set it there to like look at it, you can just set it to like do the actual interaction and get more comfortable at looking at the animation before you actually commit to actually trying to go for the throw break. So like just sit here and look at the different ones. Even you got to do it to 1, right? So we wanted to put it to 1 once again. So if I wanted to just look at the 1+2 break, maybe I was confused on that one. So we can set it to these at 0, put this like this, and then play it, and he would do only the 1+2 break. So now he's only going to do both hands, as you see. So only both hands is going to happen. So if I wanted to get more familiar with this animation on this side, like if I didn't really understand it, then I get more used to it. And once you get hit with it, you can switch to the other side, or switch them to the other side and get used to how it looks on the opposite side. Just getting used to the animations is also very important outside of trying to tech it. So get used to the animations and then practice it on both sides on trying to tech it. So Just sit there and then try to take it to the best you can once you actually get hit with a throw. They are reactable. You can react to these throws. It just takes practice in order to get it, but this is how it's going to get done. So set it up like this and then break the throws with the 1+2 breaks or the 1 and 2 breaks, depending on which throw is happening. You can do it. Just keep practicing. Anyway, that is all I got for this one. As always, you like anything I had to say, drop me a like, girl, appreciate it. And if you want more from me, follow me on my socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know the next video goes live. As always, my name is Tekken, and I'll see you next time. Signing out.